forgive me if I need a little bit of explanation. Yeah, and excuse me if I take just a bit of your time. Oh, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm talking crazy. But things like this, they never work out just fine. See, I wake with my stomach all tired and nights I can't calm my fear. But you said this love thing is like elementary, my dear. You made it look easy, I was so uncertain. You said someone needs me, you made me feel worthy. See, I was so low, but you brought me right back to life. And when you are around, I fall in love with you every time. I can tell that it's something about the spark you got in your eyes. Reminds me life ain't all bad, it ain't all bad. So now I've been on spending my whole life searching for someone I never thought would come around. But it seems my plans just ain't working. Cause let me tell you about this love I found. When I wake with my stomach and nights I can't calm my fear. You said this love thing is like elementary, my dear. You showed me the light in a place that was so dark. Said it's not about the roll of the dice, but how you play your cards. I was so low, but you brought me back to life. And when you are around, I fall in love with you every time. I can tell that it's something about the spark you got in your eyes. Reminds me life ain't all bad, it ain't all bad, it ain't all bad. I'll admit at one point I thought of a million excuses. I didn't want to let you win, was so afraid to let you win. I didn't want to be naive and get hurt, didn't want to fall too quick and hit dirt. Then you came, and something about me changed. And oh now, see I don't know what I would do without you, babe. I can't believe you came my way. Thank God for sending you my way. Cause whenever I call you come running, cause when I fall you come running. Whatever has knocked me down, your love for me, tell me what love for me. When I'm weak with my stomach all tired and nights I can't calm my fear. You say this love thing is like elementary, my dear. You make it look easy, make me feel safer. The way that you love me, yeah, sends me to caper, caper. Oh, caper, to caper, to caper. You send me to the caper.
Mix by DJ Data.
look ahead for the team. Took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free. Free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity. I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I still live through technology. After the sun, then comes the rain. And after the storm, the sun will start shining. But tears of pain, and tears of pain, and tears of pain, and a dash of struggle. Just be patient. Your destiny will manifest. Yes, falls in the sea.
What is going on? What's 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 going on? Hey. What's going on, people? It's your dude, BubzDaGawd here with yet another live for you all. Y'all please forgive me for this late night live. I had some things I had to take care of earlier in the day. I wanted to come to you guys and do this live earlier, but we got to do what we got to do in this BRB, okay? So again, shout out to y'all for being with me on tonight. Hopefully we won't be too long, but y'all know how we get down with BubzDaGawd. We be saying it ain't gonna be long, but then we start long stroking in this mug, baby. And let me tell you something, people love long stroking. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, we got DJ The Truth TV in the building. What's going on, pimpin'? Hope all is well. Is that me singing the intro? No, I aspire to sing like the individual who created that song. The name of the song for my intro is called Photosynthesis by the one and the only the only one, girl, the only best male vocalist in the world to me. There are some that come close, but not to this person, and that individual is the one and only BubzZfloww. Okay, I love BubzZfloww's music. I use a lot of his music in my comments. Lord, my commentary, as far as my live commentary, as far as my intros. The other intro that I play called Change, that's by BubzZfloww. Again, Photosynthesis. Again, dope ass individual. Saw him in concert once. Hopefully we'll see him again. And yeah, if I can get just a little bit, just a little bit of the singing talent he has, baby, don't ask me to sing Happy Birthday because it will become my birthday in that moment, okay? But the song played in the beginning, before the actual intro, is a song called All Bad by an individual named Brandon Harris. Okay, I found his music. Dope ass songwriter, dope ass emotional artist. There's a song that he has called Monsters, and I swear every time I hear it, I start tearing up. No matter where I am, girl, I'm gonna tear up on that song. So again, the song is called All Bad. This was a certain type of remix or whatever. I think there's only one remix. I think it's DJ Tatum or something, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, check that out. We got Off the Narc in the building. What's going on, pimpin'? Good evening, everyone, he says. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And also, please make sure y'all share. I'm doing what I can on my platform. Okay? I could be motherfucking watching the rest of Interview with the Vampire tonight. Okay? If I really wanted to. But I said, no. I really like doing content. I really like engaging with you guys. Not engaging. Also engaging with you guys. But I enjoy engaging with you all. And the channel is growing. Over the past few weeks, we have, every time we went live, we got like 1 to 2 subscribers. We are at 969 on the road to 1K. And it's because y'all like, y'all share. And I also need y'all to comment. Even if you're watching this right now, I'm pretty sure, if possible, you can switch over to the comment section. Comment in the comment section. The more comments that I get, the more opportunities that I will have to be able to have my platform not just monetized and to be a YouTube partner, but also to hype up my video. I'll be able to get hype points, which means my commentary will be pushed a little bit further to the forefront. And again, the only way that's going to happen is by y'all liking sharing, and commenting. Okay, if you can't bless the Cash App, you can bless the leprechaun. Okay, and me pot of gold by liking, sharing, and commenting. So please make sure you do that. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, I got my new little mouse today. Y'all see it? It's like the little aerodynamic or ergonomic or whatever they call it mouse. I'm glad to have one, okay? Because I low-key needed a mouse. Me using my touchpad, sometimes it gets on my nerves, so I have to get used to using this. But I have it, so I'm going to be using it. All right? Ikaro shande ishikatai. Okay. But tonight, I wanted to speak about a topic that I kind of touched on in the last live that I did for the Homo News segment on my channel. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go ahead and check that out. Talking about love, romance, queer people, gay men in particular, black gay men to be even more specific. And again, shout out to the black content creators out here in the YouTube sector that are doing the damn thing. Again, J Inclusive, Dyquel Dante, Bliss Amari Anton. Those are the ones that I know of right now that are like having these conversations. So shout out to them. I want to continue to do my part to engage in these conversations. So there were 2 videos that I saw in the past few days where I was like, I can definitely do a live about this, because again, I like to talk about the nuances of things. I like to get into the depths of things. I'm not really a shallow ass person. That's why people be like, oh, why he talks so much? Because there's so much to talk about, bitch, damn. Maybe if y'all talk about it, then maybe some of y'all lives will change, and therefore, we can all shift the narrative in the community. You get what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this live. So the first video that we're going to see is, of course, from Dyquel Dante. Make sure y'all subscribe to him and check him out. Speaking about the gay loneliness epidemic and, you know, just continuing that conversation. And then there's a video by J Inclusive where J Inclusive creates a checklist of 15 things or 15 questions that you need to ask not only your man, but I'm assuming also your damn self. Okay? And if you ask all those questions and we get some good answers, then maybe that is the green light, girl, to move forward into it. Because a lot of us get into situations and don't know why we're in these situations, don't feel completely secure in these situations. We're confused in these situations. We become scared and avoidant in these conversations, and we end up hurting not only ourselves, but other people as well. So I kind of want to explore that tonight. So if you down to explore that with BubzDaGawd in this Bia tonight, then I'm going to ask again that you enjoy the fantastic voyage over here. Girl, I'm a leprechaun. I don't follow rules, bitch. I have my own rules, and y'all are here with me, okay? So again, share y'all comments in the chat down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, whether you agree, disagree, your own experiences with romance and love. How was it for you? Have you ever been in a relationship before? If so, how many relationships have you been in? Because there are queer men that have never ever been in relationships. Be fine as fuck, stereotypically, societally, ass fat, small waisted, all the things that society teaches us or indoctrinates us to believe in, and nobody wants to commit to it. Everybody want to fuck it though. They want to bust all types of stuff on it and in it and around it, but don't want to commit, don't want to be with it when times are tough, girl, when they're going through things, or when they start showing they have a personality. Motherfuckers have a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna take my time on this one, and I would hope that if you are going to engage with someone who is your partner, that you do take your time. Didn't the song once say, baby, we can do it? Take your time, do it right, and we can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Take your time. So we're gonna take our time. All right, let's get into the video. Girl, we're gonna have to, that's good.
Why are the majority of us gays single? Love is something we all crave, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. Yet many of us gay men remain single. It's not because we don't want love, it's because finding it can be hella complicated. Growing up in a world that often misunderstands gay identities can leave long-lasting scars, whether it's fear, judgment, and past experiences of rejection or heartbreak that can make trusting people hard. And dating today doesn't make it any easier. Dating apps and social media make connections convenient, but they can also feel like a marketplace. Constant swiping, comparing yourself, And the pressure to seem perfect can make real intimacy hard to find. Finding someone whose life and values aligning with yours isn't always simple, but being single isn't a failure. Many of us gay men are choosing independence, self-growth, self-love, finding fulfillment in friendships, focusing on our passions, and most importantly, finding ourselves. Love is deeply human, and sometimes the journey is just as meaningful as the destination. But let's unpack this and talk more about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome.
First of all, and yes, I will be pausing, girl. I'm going to give y'all content. Shout out to Daquel Dante, bitch, doing the damn thing. Coming back harder than ever, girl. Pause. And play a little bit. As far as dropping these videos, I mean, damn, he's dropping so many videos. I'm like, God, it'd be enough doing the shit that I do. I can't imagine doing 4 or 5 of them, especially for free. But I guess if I was getting paid some shit, girl, I would be more, you know, have more of incentives to kind of crank shit out more, girl, because I love doing this shit, girl, but I'm also learning my worth. But again, shout out to Daquel and also ChatGPT and Claude as far as that intro is concerned, because I'll be using them too to write shit. But yes, I do agree with that. When it comes down again to love, we growing up in a lot of our experiences, I'm going to also assume that we have not really received the love that we deserve, the love that is fair, the love that is honest, and the love that is just. We've had to fight in our lives. All my life, I had to fight in this bitch in order to survive, in order to push your way through the situation, because again, so many of us did not survive those experiences. But for those of us that did survive those experiences, we have also been conditioned, because we are also men, male patriarchy in this bitch, we have also been hypersexualized to where we put the majority of our attention and letting this motherfucker down here control all of that. And it has put us into very fucked up situations. It has put a lot of y'all fathers, uncles, grandfathers, nephews, homeboys, church members, deacons, pastors, reverends, ministers, deaconesses. It has put a lot of y'all in fucked up situations because you're not controlling yourself in that way. But then again, when we bring it to queerness, gay men, black gay men, striving to find attention and love in some way, shape, or form, I feel like, coagulate or commingle, if you will, the attention and the sex, and that's how we judge love. And can we be honest? I feel like a lot of us have done that. A lot of us have fallen into that trap, into that narrative in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So when Daquel was talking about eventually, you get to a point where you start really learning how to love yourself, to give that energy that you've given out to so many other people, to give it to you. Do you know how difficult that can be? We've been conditioned to give and give and give and give and give and not really fully receive, or we're being taught that we can only receive love in a certain type of way, i.e. sex. And I promise y'all, for those of you that are willing to go through the fear, not some of the people that will come through and just click on to see what I'm talking about, to see whether it's salacious or if it's something dramatic or messy. I'm talking about the individuals who are tired of playing the same fucking narratives. Because again, we've been told that if we are single, something's wrong with us. No, it's not. We're very pretty much sane. It's the fact that there's so many bad, broken, poor ass choices out here. When I say poor, I'm not talking about as far as money. I'm talking about as far as self-worth and love. That's why so many niggas follow a certain type of script and then wonder and be gagging when they be getting the same type of manifestation or outcome. Yeah, because you haven't found a way to make it personalized. The only way you can make it personalized is by loving yourself, to include yourself, therefore making it personal. Why do you think so many queer men focus so much on aesthetics and looks? And even though they be looking fine as fuck, they feel like it's not enough because I haven't been able to keep someone. I haven't been able to have some sort of continuity when it comes to relationships or love. But when it comes down to sex, though, oh, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. And then we feel some type of way when hog, mog, fupa having ass motherfuckers, girl, who are heterosexual, girl, who are half human and half warthog, bitch, feel some type of way when they come over here and say to us gay people that y'all are so over-sexual. Even though these motherfuckers are over-sexual. They'll probably be sexualizing their damn food before they eat it. But we're going to get off into it more and more and more because, again, this is BubzDaGawd, baby. I takes my time. I expect every motherfucking thing, bitch. There's so much information and shit to learn. The reason why we keep going into these cycles or dealing with these cycles is because we don't have the information, girl, or we're afraid to. So for you motherfuckers that got, you know, small attention spans, girl, no shade. This is not going to be for you. Now, when your shit keep manifesting the way that it keeps manifesting, then you might need to learn that you're going to have to take your time with certain things. Everything's not going to be fast food. You want shit to happen fast, girl, but you want your ass to be slow. I don't understand that. You want everything else to be fast and hot and ready except for relationships. Well, that's how your mind is working. That's how your energy is working. So therefore, you're going to manifest that experience over and over and over again. And especially for the individuals who are physically attractive, I really pray for y'all. Because I'm not trying to be genuinely or societally attractive, bitch. I don't give a fuck. The right one is going to find me attractive because I only want one. But yeah, let's continue. Oh shit, why I'm pressing space bar like it's on it's gonna play or something, like it's on Windows Movie Makers, CapCut, or Adobe Premiere.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Dante, and I'm back at it again with another video. Today is Vlogmas 3. Now, y'all, I seen somebody mention that they want me to include my Christmas intro. I cannot find it. I found it on CapCut last year, and I cannot find a template because I'm not no artist when it comes to making intros and outros and stuff like that. I just seen a template and I thought it was really cute. Question today is, why are the majority of us gays single? Now, I wanted to talk about this because this is something that I'm going through. Like right now, I'm single as hell. And, you know, as much as I want to give up on dating, I'm not. Now, of course, the word majority is subjective, but that's just how I view it, right? Now, I want to talk about this tweet that I seen the other day, and I made sure I bookmarked it. Where is it at? Okay, so this guy had tweeted a picture and it says 80% of single gay men are no longer interested in dating. They are not even trying. So when I seen that, I was like, I gotta save this because I genuinely feel like this. Now, I don't know about the 80% part. I feel like it can be a little higher. I want to read some of the responses. So somebody said, I haven't given up on dating. I've just been more so low-key. A lot of the time, the intentions presented aren't as genuine as they seem. I know I can reciprocate the kind of energy I'm looking for, but from both personal and general experience, that level of authenticity isn't as common. Somebody else.
How do y'all feel about that commentary? How do y'all feel about that opinion? DJ The Truth TV, Off the Narc, anybody else that's listening? What do y'all think about that? How do y'all feel?
Said, y'all can't focus on one man long enough to form real love. The illusion of options makes you think that there's a better version of your fantasy man out there. Then boom, you older, you look nothing like your fantasy man's type. Then you'll be 60 offering money for hugs. He clocked it.
And yes, no shade. How many of us have went to queer bars? And no shade to the older queer men, because again, we also have to realize that when people get older, especially if they're queer, if they don't have some sort of support system around them, a lot of queer elders go back into the closet in order to survive. So for the queer older men that still frequent these spaces that they used to frequent when they were younger, and you found real genuine family there, real soul tribe there, then by all means, go ahead and do it. But I'm talking about the ones who, again, were trying to find this perfect version of love and ended up wasting so much time that now that they are older, some of them are going to try to use money to pay for love. Through my process and journey of loving myself, I had to also learn how to open my mind to certain things. I have to also learn how to compromise with certain things. Now, there's some things I'm not gonna compromise on. No shade, and I know people probably gonna read the fuck out of me for this, but I don't give a damn, bitch. I put that on my height, so y'all know it's real. I'm sorry. I've already bottomed in my experience. The universe always send me niggas, girl, who loves to play pool with people's organs and shit, girl, my way, and I don't know why. It's a curse, but I've already had those experiences. I know what it feels like to be wide open, girl. I don't like that. And that's just me. It don't do nothing for me. So that's going to be one thing that I'm not going to compromise on. Now, no shade. I will say this. If we're going to be fair, because again, they say never. If I'm with somebody and it's 10, 15 years down the road or something, then maybe we can entertain the possibility of some things happening. But I can only speak about what it is that I know right now. And that is, baby, I'm going to do the bending. Baby, I want you with your legs up. I want you in the deep arch. Yes, I want you to sit that ass on me. Show me how you feel. And I'm going to show you how I feel, baby, like Johnny Gill. Bitch. On you. Okay? Let me shut up.
And then the last person said, I would argue 80% of single gay men are interested in dating, but a vast majority aren't emotionally ready for it, nor can they balance pursuit of one individual while having a high sex drive and loving the dopamine rush of quick sexual encounters. Everybody made great points. Now, to kind of give you guys my personal view on this question, I came up with 4 reasons as to why I feel like the majority of us gay men are single, right? So the first thing I said is having a type but not fitting your type. I'm gonna put in this clip of a guy kind of explaining it better than I can, and we're gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
A problem with like dating in the gay community is that like everybody have these like types of men that they date, but the man that's their type would not even give them the time of fucking day. Like the masculine man wants the masculine man, but it'd be a whole bunch of like hyper feminine men being like, oh, I don't want no sissy, I don't want no this and that. Girl, he don't want you neither. He want the mask, man, the mask for mask. You got a lot of people who's like out of shape, you know, fucking wide as all outside, and then being like, oh, I need my man to be fit. I need my man to go to the gym every day. When was the last time you went to the gym? Why are you so caught up on that when you don't fit the standard that you're setting? You gotta be fit. You gotta make $250K a year. He gotta have a 401K. He gotta this, I'm like, you have none of that. You literally have none of that. Me personally, if I were to show y'all my poster of men, boy, updated, it's all over the place, no shade. I don't really have a type. My shit be everywhere. I don't have, ain't no look, there's no pattern. We can't do none of that with the men. Like, girl, they just be everywhere. But minimally, you do gotta have a house and a car, no shade. I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20. But all the other bullshit, oh, gotta be masculine, gotta be, girl, give me a Bush Queen. Let's go watch Drag Race. Let's go spin it to a dip. Let's go put on a wig. Let's go put on some makeup. I don't know. But all that mask shit and all, girl, nah, we too grown.
So yes, he touched on a lot of great points. I feel like when it comes...
Okay, Dykwell. They already heard you. You got more views than me, so let me talk my shit. But no shade, I do agree with that. When I first came out, again, and it's gonna sound so shallow, I was only attracted to light-skinned niggas. I was always attracted to light-skinned niggas. Light-skinned, pretty light-skinned niggas. That was my type in the beginning. But then as I continued to talk to people and to date, I started coming across people who did not fit that mold. Because the universe sent me a fine-ass light-skinned nigga, bitch. The first time off rip, I'm like, Jesus is real. Because this is happening to me. But after that experience, it's like, yes, I learned early on that, yes, you could be fine as hell, but you gotta have more than that. Can't just be no fine-ass nigga. So, as I continue to date, my, I guess, types kind of broadened in a sense. I met somebody who was dark-skinned, babe, and I was like, oh, yes. I dated people who one motherfucker was partially deaf in one ear. I don't mind. I'll learn how to do the thing with your ass. Okay? I don't mind acting like I'm throwing up gang signs and shit to talk to you. You know that I love you, right? I would do that. I dated people who were positive. The first person I dated that was positive told me off rip later on that night. And of course, there was fear in my heart because I'm like, bitch, girl, when I was younger, I thought I had that shit, but now it's somebody who got it. But you know what I did? I did my research. I studied to show that I self-approved. And now that I know what was going on, we were able to take certain precautions because I love you. But if you love me, you also gonna make sure that we good and we have understanding as well. I've dated people tall as heck, tall. I'm like, bitch, I gotta jump on the bed and stand up in order to reach your damn height. And I've also dated somebody who was in the process of transitioning from male to female, who was afraid to show me some of the things that they wanted to include in their expressions, their gender expression. One time they was like, okay, well, I did something and I'm kind of nervous about how you gonna feel. And I said, okay, well, just show me what's going on. They came in, they had lashes, they had like some eyeshadow shit on, and had this long ass motherfucking Laura Croft Tomb Raider ass damn braid down their damn back. I didn't give a fuck. That shit was hot. I was like, bitch, let me cut these blue lights on, girl, because blue lights look good on black skin, bitch. Girl. And I said, now, does this motherfucker come off? Okay, because we might have to incorporate this into some things. But let me shut the hell up. But yes. I agree. People have to learn how to love themselves. When you love yourself, you start realizing that there are certain things that are more important than attraction. Do I believe we all want to be with people that we find attractive? Yes. But there has to be more than just that. I want to fall in love with who you are as a person. Because your physical attraction can change at any moment. This hoe's pretty today and look all the way fucked up and all the way up and through there later on. Are you going to love me for who I am as an individual? That's the most important part. But let's continue.
When it comes to dating, sometimes we can get carried away with our type. Now, it's nothing wrong with having a type. We're not saying that it's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like sometimes y'all get carried away. Like, how you gonna say you want somebody that's in shape, but you're not in shape? Or how you gonna say you want somebody with an apartment when you don't have an apartment? It's just like, we have to make it make sense. Now, people always make a person feel bad for having a type, but I disagree. I feel like anybody can like what they like and not feel bad about it. So if you specifically like dark-skinned people, that's fine. If you specifically like light-skinned people, that's fine. Now, that may come off as controversy on how I said it, but that's just the reality that we live in, y'all. Everybody is not going to like everybody, and you shouldn't make a person feel bad on or police somebody for liking what they like. As long as they're being respectful about what they like, that's all that matters. Like, if you express that you don't like a dark-skinned person and then you follow it up with you trying to like be funny towards them or spread hate towards them.
Sean Thomas says, I'm just here to say we all know you use ChatGPT to generate your scripts. In reference to my projects to help me organize my thoughts and stuff, I do use ChatGPT. Well, not really ChatGPT anymore. I use more so Claude, because that has more better reasoning. Because when I do shit, I just don't type shit in the ChatGPT and let it do all the fucking work for me. I do revisions. I make sure that the tone is right to be able to make sure that I can be able to convey my message. Because when I get on this bitch and talk during the live, then I have people saying that my ass is long-winded when all I do is give educated and nuanced responses. I don't expect people who have short attention spans to realize that. But to be able to help make things easier for people, again, when they should be doing the work, I use the AI to help me create scripts. Now, the question I'd like to ask you, Sean, is your ass AI? Are you a human being? Do you have a verification checkbox that you can click to let us know that you're human?
Then it becomes a problem and you start to get them the side eye. But if somebody that's just genuinely interested in dark skinned men or light skinned men, let them be into that. But I got a feeling some of y'all gonna be like, no, Daquel, we disagree. But I just feel like letting people like what they like. Like, as long as they're not being disrespectful about it, let them like what they like. Now, speaking of types, I want to touch bases on Trax Official. Shout outs to Trax Official, but he's been killing it with the Gay Pop the Balloon. Every time he posts, I always love it because like he do a really great job with being professional and just being strategic on his content. But basically, it's nothing new. A clip went viral. Every dude up there was just expressing how they prefer a dark skinned man and how they would just rather date one. So we're gonna react to this together. Now I've already watched this whole entire video in its entirety, but I want to rewatch it with y'all. So let's do it.
All right, what made you pop your balloon?
I don't typically date people that are like my similar skin complexion. I feel like I am more attracted to either like dark skinned niggas or dark skinned men, sorry.
Definitely.
Or people that are lighter than me. But everything you were saying, and you're very handsome.
I appreciate it.
Now, what made you have your balloon unpop so long?
I don't know, he just articulates himself really well. And his skin complexion. Like I like dark, I don't really like light skin.
Okay, and what do you typically look for in a guy?
Dark skin for the most part.
Now, if you saw Josiah out, is he somebody that you would approach?
I mean, I've dealt with light skins before. I prefer dark skins, but I've dealt with light skins before. Very attractive.
I see what this episode is going to be about. Now, if you saw him out, is he somebody that you would approach?
I like dark skin, so like I fall more to the darker shade. But yeah, he's attractive.
What made you pop your balloon?
I can't be a hypocrite. Like the person I popped before, the light skin, like I don't really like light skins like that. But you're very handsome.
Now, what is it about light skins that you don't like?
The light skins I've dealt with in the past, they just feel like the world just revolve around them. I don't know, like even some of like thinking back of the stuff that he was saying just gave me like, it's your way or no way. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's the initial.
Right.
Is he right in his thoughts?
Absolutely not. You got to go to therapy. All of them need therapy. Period. Y'all need to go to therapy. I need to heal.
You go to therapy?
Yes.
And I don't want to sound cliche to my own pop, but it's like once I hear black people mention another skin tone, it's like, yo, white people don't be like, oh, because you're tan or you're pale. White people don't ever say that, but it's always black people. It's like light skin, dark skin is, and I just, that like grinds my gears.
Right. And I just want to piggyback off that because, like, one thing about it, like, I'm not a colorist by far. My grandmother's like his complexion, like, I mean, I've dated people his complexion, but it's just like my initial preference is someone of darker complexion. Now, if we was to get together and we have a communication, and because everything else he said was fine, like I didn't mind the kid thing, I didn't mind anything he had going on, but like my initial preference is someone of a darker complexion. But if it was, you know, to get vibe or whatever, I'll date somebody light. I ain't tripping about that. But I don't want, before this get out on the internet, I'm not no colorist.
Because it will.
No. All right. Y'all please forgive me because I'm over here getting my big back on. That's why I got the camera off. DJ The True TV says, girl, I ain't got time to be picking and choosing based on skin shades. Here's the thing, like, I want to know, like, now that you're speaking about that, because it's very interesting. Because it's like the tables are turning in a sense. But what is it about dark-skinned men that you prefer? Like, when you prefer them, why is that? Because no shade, we also hope that it's not on some sort of fetishization either. Is this a fetish for darker-skinned men? Because I know people who are of darker complexion who talk about when they do go to gay spaces, they get treated differently. Yeah, motherfuckers want to fuck, because again, it's a fetish. But as far as the dating aspect, the getting to know you, the courting phase, they really get cut out of that because, again, of their darker skin color. And then also, too, if you're dating somebody that is of darker complexion, we know statistically speaking that darker skinned people unfortunately go through a lot of shit. I'm not saying that lighter skinned complexion people do as well, because they do. Because like that person said, as far as black people, our community only talks about light and dark because that was a tactic, a ploy used against us by the slave masters, by the slave holders. The lighter skinned slaves were treated better than the darker skinned slaves. Basically, the lighter skinned slaves were indentured servants while the darker ones were just basically fucking slaves. But if we're talking about preference, preference should be like, oh, I mean, I prefer vanilla, but I'll eat chocolate. That's preference. If you find someone like that person said that you vibe with, and they happen to be a person that is darker, of a darker complexion, then it's like, oh, well, we can see where it goes. Unless there are other type of features that we don't know about. For example, if you're looking for somebody who girl, I can't even think of it, bitch. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like if they got a chiseled jawline, or if their eyes or their nose, or just the way their body is shaped, or whatever the case may be, like, unless those things are involved as well. DJ The True TV says, I think darker skin means tough, masculine, etc. versus seeing light skin pretty. And I do that. Now that is a good point. That's a good point. That is a good point, because again, for darker and lighter skin complected people, there are also stereotypes that go along with that. The lighter skinned person is the softer, more prettier, more bougie, arrogant, sassy one, zesty one. But yet the ones that are darker, like you said on the screen, are more tough, more masculine, more, oh, I love me a dark skinned nigga. Y'all need to look past the skin color, like DJ said earlier, as far as I'm not about to choose no nigga just because of their skin color, bitch. Who are you as a person? Do you love your height? Do you love your mama? How do you treat your sisters and your family? How do you treat the motherfucking server that's serving us the food at the restaurant? How are you going to act when we have our first fight? How do you act under pressure? Like, there are more questions. And like, when it comes down to that pop that balloon stuff, I get it. It's supposed to be salacious. It's meant to be entertaining. And sex sells. We get that. Sex, attractiveness sells. But past entertainment, past when the red light goes the fuck off and we go back into actual reality, into the real world, y'all motherfuckers single. I used to be an individual who felt desperate because I was not in a relationship. Because if I was going to go through this bullshit ass life with these queerphobic ass people and shit wasn't going to fucking change, at least let me have somebody to go through life with. And the universe said, not right now, bitch, no. Because it would be an unhealthy codependency. You got to learn to love yourself so that your partner can deserve the partner they deserve just like you do. And if a motherfucker pop a balloon on your ass, count it all joy, bitch. That's probably the universe telling you to stay away from some of them goddamn vampiric, parasitic ass bastards who literally just want you for your looks. They want to get that bread, get that head, and leave you all alone, girl. And those be the same motherfucking niggas, bitch, that be over there looking like motherfucking Bruce Jenner, bitch. Caitlyn Jenner's cousin, bitch, sister. Together, bitch. And they only fucking 32 years old, looking like they going on death. Damn.
Just remove color.
How do y'all feel about that clip? Do y'all feel like it's colorist to only want to date a dark skinned man? Like, how do y'all feel about that? And I want to give a special shout out to Say So, because I just watched his video as of recently, and he actually reacted to this video as well. And he basically said that y'all only like dark-skinned men when they're masculine, and he clocked it. I was like, damn, that's true, because I've already talked about dark-skinned feminine men on my channel, and I feel like a lot of dark-skinned feminine men aren't really desired as much as a dark-skinned masculine man, or
I'll let you go ahead, finish your thought.
a dark-skinned masculine presenting man. So yeah, Say So clocked the hell out of that. I was like, oh yeah.
And no shade. Shout out to Say So TV. A broken clock is right twice a day. So shout out to those 2 times a day. But yes, that is true. And he will also tell them that the dark-skinned bottoms need to motherfucking save their booty hole, even though they're gonna try to fuck anyway. But to your point, and even to what DJ said earlier, when you are dark-skinned and masculine, that is seen as power and control. But if you are dark-skinned and feminine, it is seen as if though you have given up your masculinity card. You have given up the one true thing that gives you value in this patriarchal system because you are a man. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. But that's why, for me, I'm grateful that I am attracted to more so feminine energy. Give me a butch queen any day. Give me a butch queen. Give me a nigga that Vogue. Give me a nigga that motherfucking twerk. Give me a motherfucking nigga that can do all that. That's fine. You want to put a little hair on? That's fine. You want to do a little film 1 2 1 2? That's fine. I just know that when the time comes to whoop a motherfucker ass, bitch, you better motherfucker turn it on, nigga. You better make that voice deep, bitch. Y'all be seeing them videos of them gay feminine men talking about, girl, this my girl voice. What's going on, girl? Give us your masculine voice. What's going on, bruh? What's going on, man? Straight down. So again, shout out to the feminine men in the world. There are people out there that love your ass like BubzDaGawd, baby. No shade. Let's continue.
Yes, clock it, cause like I agree. Okay, the second thing I said is men being emotionally unavailable. Now, the reason why I put this in is because I've been running into men, y'all, like they come into your life and they're so genuine at first, and they're such like they have so much energy, they like you, they're in tune with you, and then all of a sudden shit just go flat. Like, I don't know if they just get tired or they get bored or they just want to go back to being single. I don't know what the hell it is, but I think the most nerve-wracking thing that I've experienced is dating these men, and you find out while you're in a relationship with them that they're not even emotionally available. Like, it'd be so nerve-wracking, y'all. So, number 3.
Hold on, y'all. That is something that we do have to discuss more. I'm gonna come back on camera, y'all. My munch is kicking in. If you don't have emotional awareness and intelligence, your relationship is not going to last. Emotional awareness and intelligence helps you to literally read the fucking room. It helps you to become aware of yourself, therefore you will be aware of other people. Because in a relationship, and just with humanity in general, I think like every 7 years, a part of our personality develops, we evolve, we grow in some way, so you'll always be growing with your partner. But if the emotional awareness is not there, it's gonna be fucked up. Imagine you sitting there and something happens to your mom or someone you love close to you, and it's, bitch, you feel like life is not worth living anymore. Wouldn't you want your partner to work through it with you? Wouldn't you want your partner? Yes, it's gonna be stressful. Motherfuckers gonna be sad, feel like we really can't do shit. Yes, it may put a damper on our relationship, but because I love you for who you are. I want to build with you to where I am making the conscious choice, because love is also a choice, making the conscious choice to love you through this stuff. Because again, it's easy for shit to be good when the money popping and everything good, bitch. DoorDash on the way, bitch. Y'all done just had a fucking epic beating duty down session. Life is good when all that's happening, but what happens when life gets fucked up? When life starts lifing, when life throws you a curveball, because in some way, somehow, always finds a way to curveball your ass. Is that person going to be there for you and vice versa? So yes, I do agree. If you are with someone who is emotionally unavailable or avoidant, then you need not be with them. I don't care how dope the vibe is. They need to go heal and try to tap into their humanity. Because if they don't, they're going to be more so apathetic than empathetic. And I don't know about y'all, but I want my partner to be empathetic. Okay? So that he can express a full range of emotions, therefore living a full range of life, which means he gonna ride this motherfucker with intention and purpose and joy in his heart because he loves himself. Let's continue.
You won't let what happened to you go. For example, my gay best friend, I love him down. Shout out to you, Javion, if you're watching the video. I know you are watching it, but Javion is somebody, when I first met him, whenever we talk about dating, at the time, he just seemed to not let things go, right? Whenever we would vent about dating, he will always seem to bring up guys that he dealt with in his past. It genuinely used to piss me off, because it's like, Javion, move on. Like, the reason why you probably haven't found your person is because you're still stuck on what happened to you. And I feel like sometimes we get so carried away with what happened to us, whether a person did us wrong or they cheated on us or whatever the case may be. Sometimes we get so trapped into that shit and we just don't ever like let it go. And the last thing,
and I think the reason why we don't let it go is because we haven't healed from the energetic aspect of it. Because yes, that particular individual that you're dealing with may have not worked out, but because you are still living in the past energetically, you are unhealed energetically, you keep manifesting those same type of energies in your life. A different nigga, same outcome. A different person, same conclusion. A different human being, same result. That's why, again, what DaGawd said, as far as self-love, that's going to be very important. And the powers that be don't want us to love ourselves. They want us to be dependent so we can keep doing this dumb shit. But the fact that there are individuals like DaGawd and Jay Inclusive and others that are having these conversations, it makes me feel good to know that there is hope for those that want to manifest better. Like, even though you've been doing what you've been doing, all your work is not in vain. Keep moving forward. And as a queer person, especially in Trump's America, orange Cheeto head ass America, you gonna have to make the choice to love your damn self. That's the only way you're gonna survive. And who knows, you might find the love of your life because now you're in the present moment because you realize how important your life is. Let's continue.
I said, is a lot of us gays are not dating people who actually like us. So what I mean by that is, I feel like men, we're created to hunt. So it's like we're going to chase. But I feel like sometimes we be so busy chasing the guys that we like instead of entertaining the guys that actually like us. Now, I can understand you not just being physically attracted to a person. I get that. But damn, give some people a chance. So those are my 4 reasons as to why I feel like the majority of us gay men are single. I feel like it's a plethora of other reasons, but y'all feel free to leave your thoughts on that below. Now, we're going to react to 2 TikToks today. And these are basically men who are just basically giving us sharing their experience when it comes to dating and why it's so hard for them. So let's get into it.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm just like, man, why in the gay community is it so hard to find like genuine relations with people? Like, either somebody just wants you for sex, which is cool if that's what we on. You feel me? Like, if that's what we met on, that's what we doing, that's the vibe, cool. But if that's not, and then you realize that that's what all they want, that'll throw the shit off. Then, or you'll either figure out they just want money from you, or just want what you can give them. They just want to take. And it's just, there's nobody who's willing. Like, it's so hard to find somebody who truly is willing to reciprocate. And that's where my dating life is right now, man. It's just hard to find somebody who's genuinely really ready to reciprocate. Like, I can give you all the energy in the world. I can give you whatever that I'm willing to give and able to give. You feel me? Because giving ain't really, that's kind of really like slick my love language. So I really don't have a problem with giving when it comes to being in a relationship or with somebody and fucking with somebody tough. But when I start realizing that I'm the only one giving, or that, you feel me, you making plans but I'm the one paying for it, I got a problem with that. Like, because, like, bro, we want to be treated too. Like, I want to be treated too. Like, I'm not saying I have to be treated majority of the time, or, you feel me, or 50% of the time, but shit, it need to be some 70-30 or some 60-40 type shit going on somewhere, man. Like, because this is just ridiculous. It's just so draining, man. It's so freaking draining. You know, sometimes I see why people just be willing to go back to their exes because they know what they deal with. They know what comes with them, you know. Now, me on the other hand, I really don't see it. But, you know, I'm just saying, I see how people can fall in their rabbit hole, you know. Because, oof, this is tough, man. Like, damn, can somebody please just plan a weekend and just day pay? Like, day pay. And I promise you, I'm going to take it to a whole nother level when it's my weekend. You feel me? Like, damn.
It sounds like he's invested into men where he's been doing all the investing, but the other guys haven't really been returning the favor. So it's given he's just kind of tired of that and he wants somebody to reciprocate. Anybody that's watching this, can y'all relate to what he's saying? I honestly be watching my videos before I react to them sometimes, just so I can make sure I record it with the video. But we'll let that video slide. But anyway, we're gonna go to the next person.
Before he go forward, what y'all think? What's y'all thoughts about that? Have you ever been in a position where you gave and gave and gave, like whether that was monetarily, energetically, with your time, your actions, and you didn't receive anything back? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that these individuals are not willing to be seriously committed in these experiences? Even though they like the person, even though they feel like it's going good, what do you think prevents these people from going forward? DJ the Truth. This is, I'm gonna mess this name up. Mercurial Cereal. I know I messed it up. You still here? Off the Nart. Anybody else that's listening? Have you had any experiences like that? And if so, either say yes, or if you feel compelled, give us a little synopsis of what happened. Okay, because again, that's how we are able to bridge the gap for these conversations to make them all relatable. That would help us to be able to be on one accord so that we can actively start healing out in this bitch. Because no shade, shout out to Dyquil and the rest of them. They bring these conversations up and they generate conversations about it. But I don't really see or hear anything in reference to solutions. But don't worry, that's why we got Jay Inclusive coming next, because at least he came up with a video that was speaking about possible solutions to what can happen. But again, shout out to the people who have the platform to bring these conversations to light so that individuals like us can do a deeper dive on them. Okay, let's go on with the next video.
What's up, y'all? So dating apps will really give you a reality check. I don't want to sound cocky by any means, but I don't think that I am an unattractive person by any means. But I'm on quite a few dating apps and I'm still on my dating game. It's crazy. But it's mostly because I'm more introverted than anything else. But needless to say, I'm still on quite a few dating apps, and I just be swiping and or liking, even sending messages if the app allows to, because I'm not paying for anything. I mean, sometimes I have, but more than likely I'm not paying for it. But like I'd be swiping on people that I personally find attractive, or messaging people that I personally find attractive. And to be quite honest, maybe some people that others may not think is like quite attractive. I guess my taste is a little scattered sometimes, but I would say they have an attractive feature that made me interested in them. And the problem with these damn dating apps is that everything is like based on sight. It's literally what you see then and there. And so like you're only matching or liking based on physical attraction, which would make sense still, but like for me, I'm like swiping on all these people that I think are attractive, and like clearly they're getting it on their end. Even like on Hinge, when you're able to like message somebody prior to, prior to like matching with them. But like I'm sending messages, I'm swiping people, and like and you mean to tell me nobody that I have liked has like wanted to connect? And so like it got me thinking, like, am I not who I think I am? Do I not look like what I think I look like? At least not to others. Like, what the hell? Like, how is it that it's so difficult? Now, granted, I live in New York. I think the New York dating scene is absolutely ridiculous. It's like the worst place to try and date. People don't want anything, no type of commitment, or want something open, and I'm not here for that. But like, it's crazy. Like, am I just getting the biggest reality check of my life? Like, swiping on people that I think that, I'm on the level of, and maybe I'm not.
Last time I used a gay dating app was like back in like 20.
Now, before he go into that shit, because my shit kind of like similar to his, I remember earlier this year, I was curious because again, I am single as well. I spent a lot of my years in my 20s being single. I was only in one really successful relationship, and that lasted almost 2 years. Everybody else was like, the most was like a few months. That's it. But I said to myself, you know what? Let me go ahead and download Facebook dating. Just kind of see what it gives. And I had people matching me. Oh, so-and-so liked you. So-and-so winked at you, whatever it was. So-and-so whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, okay, cool. I would engage in conversation, and either they would respond extremely late, which in a sense I can understand because we all have lives. But at the same time, if you are swiping on someone and y'all both decided that y'all are curious about what's going on, the only way we can move forward is to like have a conversation. And if there were a few people who would respond, but that would just be limited to, it maybe be once or twice, but then that's it. I only had one person hit me up talking about they want their whole destroyed, and I'm like, whoa, hold on now, wait. But no shade, that's how it is. It's crazy and it's weird. Even when you go to like the gay clubs or whatever, everybody is standing around looking at each other. Ain't nobody engaging because, like it was mentioned, and we're in the era of social media and having smartphones, we can communicate with a motherfucker across the room without even actually engaging with them. We're not having any real physical human connections with each other. And if it is, it's only in the realm of sex. And I feel like even with sex, people still have to be careful with who you have sex with. And I'm not talking about just in the realms of an STI or STD, but I'm also talking about in the realm of energetically as well. That's it. You have to value yourself and your time and your worth. And I think, again, a lot of us as gay men do not know how to do that. That's why we rush everything. That's why everything got to be fast. That's why the sexual thing got to be put on Front Street, because, again, we've been told that if a person likes me sexually and then we do that, that means that he likes me. The same thing that a lot of women, females fall for, the same thing gay men falling for. This shit is more universal than we believe. We'll say, girl, not pussy alone. Not pussy alone is not enough. I had to put a title up, Jody. I had to put it up to kind of get the people in, because, you know, people like to see that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you being here. Shout out to the people that just came through. Share your opinions, perspectives, whether you agree, disagree. I'm here for all that. No shade. But yeah, it's like gay black men are gonna have a hard time with love and romance if they don't learn to love and romance they fucking selves. That's it. Because again, like the title says, is pussy is new. I'm looking at Jody stuff saying she's new to the channel. Thank you. Shout out to you, TS. Come on, TS Jody. Shout out to you and thank you for coming to the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy the commentary. I'm a little different and unique over here. We free. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. But again, sex alone is not enough, baby. Like, all it is this intense moment and action towards maybe 6 to 12 seconds of intense pleasure. And that's it. You wonder why that after sex, motherfuckers not interested no more? Now they have post-nut clarity. Now they want you to go. Now they talking about, well, I got demons in my life. No. If you love yourself and you vibe with someone who loves themselves, they gonna want your ass before, during, and after the nut, and then want to nut again, and then want to nut again, and make sure that you nut as well. Don't you want that in your life? I know I do. And we got Aries. Come on, Aries in the building. Shout out to you, Aries. Let me know your thoughts, definitely, in the comments. Say, yes, amen. It's about loving yourself. You're right. Thank you. I'm just trying to, even when I speak about this stuff, I'm speaking to me. I'm looking at myself in the camera as I talk. I'm just letting y'all in on the conversation. But anyway, let's continue.
Probably COVID, so like 2021. You're literally pouring your heart out into, well, I used to pour my heart out into those damn bios where you tell everybody your height, your size, and what you like to do for fun. But it's like after like over time, I just started to like, you know, not even put anything in my bio because motherfuckers don't even care. They just care about how you look. And then I'm getting excited because I'm like matching with all of these boys just for nobody to text me. Or if they do text you, it's taking hella long for them to respond back. So eventually I just gave up on that damn gay dating shit when it comes to those apps. It's just, I hate it. It's ridiculous. I'd rather meet people in person and stuff like that. But those were the two.
And then y'all wonder why the ex-gay movement is so fucking large. Hell, if I was sitting here and I can't find someone of worth, bitch, in a relationship because all y'all niggas want to fuck and that's it. Maybe they was right about Sodom and Gomorrah. Maybe I need to give my life to the Lord or something. That's probably what they thinking. But it's crazy how I just shared my experience. Quill just shared his experience. I'm pretty sure some of y'all may have similar experiences as well when it comes down to love and romance. And there is a reason for that. It's not just happening by chance. No. There are some things that we do not understand. We're afraid to understand. And if we don't do the work to try to find the information, find the answer inside of us that's always been there. Other motherfuckers have experienced the answer except you. There'll be plenty of times in my dating experiences where I gave and gave and gave and gave and gave, and if I just loved them enough and just showed up enough. And I always wonder why I was the rebound guy. I was the dude that, oh my God, Bubs, you got boyfriend, you like boyfriend material, husband material, and shit like that. Bitch, I'm already short, so you know a nigga gotta put in work. All that. It'll be all these wonderful accolades, all these wonderful affirmations. Then the word but would literally just negate all of that. And for the longest time, until I was like literally in my 30s, I thought that something was wrong with me. Was it something that I said, something that I didn't say? Was it something that I did, something that I didn't do? Always beating myself up. Them hoe ass niggas was experiencing one of the best things that ever fucking happened to them. And I can confidently say that because I've had a few of them reach out to me and tell me that. Because when you really is about some real shit, one thing that I always remember my father saying, because he says quotes all the time. And I'm about to fucking lose it. God damn it. There we go. If there's one thing a person is going to always remember about you, they're going to always remember how you made them feel. Whenever I was in my experiences, even though I was hurt, used, and abused in the past, I still was hopeful for love. I didn't make other motherfuckers deal with the shit the other motherfuckers dealt with. The only thing they did deal with that was fucked up on my end was that I was rushing them. I was rushing to get into this because I wanted security so bad. And the people did not feel ready. Not only because I was rushing, but because I was real. I didn't come with the fuck shit that they're used to. To the point to where because I was operating in a different type of way than they were used to, because it's new, because it's unfamiliar, guess what happens? They become afraid of it. And sometimes, baby, you get so motherfucking shook, you be like, bitch, am I ready? Bitch, am I? All that. And now that I look back at it, I'm grateful for those individuals who told me the truth, even though I didn't want to hear it because of all the investments that I put into them. But I count it all joy now because those individuals, the universe was literally letting me know that those individuals would never ever appreciate me the way that I deserved. And I literally was giving so much of myself energetically for love and romance that it almost cost me my life in 2018. There would have been no fucking BubzDaGawd. But I'm grateful for that experience because I had to make the choice that I was so afraid of. Because again, I didn't know how to love myself. I was too busy trying to prove to the world that I was something. And I was working 2-3 times as hard. And them hoes, when they were bullying and shit, all they really was doing was judging and were being jealous. Because I put in the work. I had no choice to. But sometimes that turns into survival. And I believe that we don't need to live in survival mode all the time. I don't know about y'all, but bitch, I'm ready to live. To thrive. And I am living and I am thriving. I'm claiming it now. And I want y'all to claim it as well. Just because shit happened in the past does not mean it's going to be that way forever. Now, it may be if you believe it. Which is why self-love, it's a difficult thing, but it's a necessary thing. Because that's when life starts to become even more beautiful. Things start to make more sense. You start following this intuition that just happens to guide you in the place and space where your future partner is, or happens to guide you to the person who is going to unlock the door for opportunities, for finances, for careers, for whatever it is that you want. Because we all gonna die one day, y'all. And we don't know when. So I think the best choice is to love your fucking self. Fuck what everybody else think and what they say. Them hoes scared to be themselves. So why are we listening to bitches who afraid to be themselves? Why? That's why I learned to love BubzDaGawd with my stuttering ass, with my leprechaun ass, with my high motherfucking all around the world ass girl, because there are going to be some people in this world who gonna fuck with it. And those are the individuals I want to connect to. So hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Jody said they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Once you leave, they'll know. Trust, no shade. Which is why some of the motherfuckers don't get access to me in the way they want anymore. I know my worth now. I'm waiting for a nigga to have me shook. Once I know that I'm shook, then I know it's real. Cause I'm gonna get my shit, girl. And like I said, I spent the majority of my 20s being a really good boy. Baby, I had so many motherfucking fine motherfuckers, bitch, butt bookie ass naked in my motherfucking house, bitch, in my motherfucking room, bitch, on this motherfucking couch, bitch. This motherfucking king size bed for this leprechaun girl. Butt ass naked, bitch. Body yada yada the way that I want it. Baby, it's like the devil in my ear going like, girl, fuck it. Girl, fuck it, girl. You already going to hell for being gay because they already said you is, bitch. You might as well live on earth, girl. I was, baby. But there was something inside of me that said, even though I want to do that, even though I really want to do that, even though there'd be some times where I'd be like, damn, I should have just did it. I'm glad I didn't. Because one, that shows that I have self-control, which I think is something that my future partner is really going to appreciate about me. No shade. But when that person come along, girl, I hope their body is ready, baby. Because I'm going to go from 5'2" to 4'8". Okay? I almost drop my damn joint. Baby, I'm about to be riding around in a booster chair, in a booster seat. Bitch. Driving in the booster seat, girl, when it's me and my nigga time. I hope he ready, baby. If you listening right now, future partner, I hope you ready. Okay? Hope you ready. I'm gonna let you breathe. But we gonna keep going with the breaths. Okay? Because, baby, girl, the way I'm about to be shooting up the club, girl, Chirac ain't gonna have shit. We got Harold in the motherfucking building. What's going on, Harold? What's going on, pimpin'? Make sure you leave your thoughts as well. While y'all here, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps this channel to grow on the algorithms, y'all. Okay, we at 12 likes. Okay, no shade. If you haven't liked the button, like the live. Make sure you hit the like button. And also make sure that you share. I'm gonna need y'all to share more. No shade. It's free 99. Share me. If you can't bless the Cash App, girl, bless the Leprechaun Kingdom, girl, by sharing the Leprechaun about. Let's spread these goddamn 4-leaf clovers. Let's spread these Skittles all around these YouTube streets. I'm gonna need your help. Buzz, where you from? I'm from Cali. Okay. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I don't live there no more, but I'm from there.
Two videos I wanted to include into this video, just so y'all can hear men speak on why they are single and like their experiences with dating and how like difficult it is. But
we've got this breaking news.
All right. So again, make sure y'all go ahead and support Daiquil Dante. Okay, individual does amazing content, be cranking them videos out. I hope and pray very soon one day to be on his level when it comes down to getting those videos out, because baby, he be doing his motherfucking big one. No shade. But now we're moving on to Jay Inclusive, because again, we've had the conversations about how it happens and sharing our experiences and, you know, all this other type of stuff, having this very much kumbaya, my lord ass experience about our stuff. And, you know, it was funny that when the people who were considered conventionally unattractive and wasn't attractive at all, girl, was on some ugly shit, on some Frankenstein shit, on some damn Beastmaster shit, nobody cared. But now that the pretty, fine, athletic, whatever the case may be, that society says is the premier top alpha man, girl, it's starting to talk about how motherfuckers want them for their body and not their damn mind. We're having a conversation now, but no shade, we're having the conversation, so I'm grateful for that. But now that we're having the conversation, shout out to Jay Inclusive, because Jay Inclusive is going to give us something that we can use, something that we can feel. Because now it's about solutions. It's about what do we do and where do we go from here? Not just sit here and talk about it, no shade, which we need to continue to do, but for the individuals who are done talking about it and they're ready to do something about it, where are those conversations? Well, Jay Inclusive created that conversation, and we're going to listen to that right now. Make sure I hit the like button, and shout out to the 10 people in the chat.
News for you. The Supreme Court has rejected a call to overturn its landmark decision that legalized same-sex marriage on the federal level. Now, you're looking at Kim Davis. The appeal...
Hold on, I gotta read this bitch. Hold on, I gotta change the music, bitch. Let me cut my camera off. Let me read this whole real quick. Let me make it full screen. Because it's always a big back bitch. And I ain't talking to my secure big back brothers and sisters. I'm talking about these insecure snuffleupagus built ass motherfuckers, girl. We're gonna take a little bit of a moment on Miss Kim Davis. It's all these bitches named Kim. Kim Davis, Kim Burrell. At this damn point, maybe y'all need to be Ebony and Ivory and bump y'all goddamn cats together and meow in this bitch. First of all, Kim Davis, bitch, how dare you sit up here and try us as queer people because your marriage failed 3-4 times. Bitch, I would throw some shade, but I ain't gonna throw the shade that I want to throw. Matter of fact, yes I am, bitch. You over here talking all this shit, and you over here looking like Caitlyn Jenner's sister, bitch. All turkey neck in the neck. All varicose veins in the neck. You ain't even got no neck. It's just a damn slide from your tongue down to your stomach. And I know that coochie stank, bitch. I know that coochie stank and it's dusty. Baby, the goddamn the C-19 started from her. Look at her. Her hairline's receding, bitch. Her titty nipples is in her damn navel. Oh, slew-footed ass sloth. Slugworm looking bitch. Kim Davis, don't you ever try the gays again. Because the next time you do, I'm going to get some black gays from Bulldogs to come whoop your ass. That's all I had to say. Let's continue with the video. Damn it.
was based on something she filed. She's the former Kentucky court clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses after the 2015 Supreme Court ruling, and she wanted a lower court's ruling overturned that is currently requiring her to pay.
Hold on. What we ain't gonna do is do Miss Trunchable like that. We ain't finna do Miss Trunchable like that now. Baby, that's a little too much. Now maybe Miss Trunchable's sister, older sister. But we're not gonna give Miss Agatha Trunchable too much. Now maybe the T-Move version love child of Agatha Trunchable and the goddamn bitch from Misery, Kathy Bates' character, with a little bit of Jabba the Gut in it.
$360,000 in damages and attorney fees to a couple who was denied a marriage.
You had to make sure the Supreme got it right, court got it right the first time. Who said that, huh?
Welcome to another episode of J Inclusive. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and set your notifications on so you are alerted every time I upload. Marriage is two people choosing every single day to love each other, even when it's hard, to stay when it's easier to run, to grow when it would be simpler to settle. It's the quiet moments, the shared laughs, the wounds you heal together, and the dreams you build with hopeful hearts. In this
First of all, come on, you better come through with the AI pictures. Come on, J Inclusive. You might want to try Perchance as well. Perchance AI, because I was able to create the niggas on the thumbnail to get y'all in here with y'all horny asses. See how I'm working in y'all favor? But I'm just saying. But shout out to the production, baby. J Inclusive is, I love seeing other creators just grow and grow. It makes me want to grow. So again, shout out to you.
Video, we're going to explore 15 honest questions the man you marry should be able to answer. These aren't tests, rather invitations into his heart, his values, his fears, and his vision of what forever with you really means. So let's get into some things. Why do you love me? People act like this question doesn't deserve a real answer, like love is some vague feeling we're supposed to accept without understanding. But that's not enough. We need to know why our hearts choose the people they choose. We may all have different reasons, different sparks, different stories. But if we can't clearly name what binds us, then when that first wave of passion fades, we're left standing in the dark. And if your partner can't answer why he or she loves you now, in the bright heat of the beginning, imagine the confusion, the doubt, the distance that can grow later. Why?
No shade. Why do you love me? If somebody asked y'all to chat, Harold, Aries, Jody, everybody in the chat, if you want to engage in this questionnaire with me, go ahead. If someone asked you, why do you love me? Imagine your partner in your mind asking you that question, why do you love me? What would be your answer? What do you think you would want in a partner that you feel like you would love? Now, what's funny is that there has been some people that I've heard stories who have asked their partners, well, why do you love me? You know, what is it about me that makes you want to be committed to me? What is it about me that makes you want to be in a relationship with me? What makes you want to just continue to choose me, even though there's so many others around? And some of the responses they got kind of gagged me because these individuals, they were honest. Oh, it's your booty. Oh, it's your thighs. Oh, it's the way you suck. It's the way you fuck. It's the way you lick, swallow, spit, and don't even burp. All that type of... And again, like you said, there are certain sparks. So if that's a spark for them, that's cool. But if that's the only spark, you fucked up. Because eventually, if you're going to be with someone, that means you're going to be with them for the rest of your life. That's literal commitment. And baby, you're going to need more than just the sex. Again, the pussy alone is not enough to make it work. You need other things to help solidify the foundation. If the foundation is just based off of a nut, it is going to fail, because once the nut gets boring with this person, you're going to be trying to discover a new one with someone else. And then you're going to fuck someone else up in the process. And then even though some of you niggas feel like you can get away with that, there's been plenty of episodes on YouTube on these very channels that be talking about dark murder mysteries and shit, or what happened. They got video evidence of it because everybody got a smartphone and recording some shit now. That it can't be your ass. See, it could be so deep, but people don't want to be deep, girl, until it's too late.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Because I love you is not a good answer. Life moves fast. Not everyone is heading toward the same horizon. Taking different little detours is normal. Wanting entirely different lives is not. The person beside you should be able to tell you the moments they dream of sharing, the memories they want to build, the tiny promises and big hopes that make choosing each other feel like destiny. It's those shared visions, the small plans, the whispered dreams, the quiet goals that shape a real union, that pull two lives together, that make us feel unshakable. Will you do your best to keep the romance alive? Keeping the romance alive isn't effortless and it isn't accidental. It's a choice, a daily, deliberate choice. Romance is a fire that burns hot in the beginning, but over time it needs tending, feeding, protecting. It takes creativity, curiosity, and the willingness to keep discovering each other again and again. It takes effort to keep surprising one another, delighting one another, reaching for one another, even when life gets heavy. Romantic love doesn't survive on autopilot. It survives because two people decide it's worth nurturing. So the question becomes, is your partner willing to treat romance as a priority, not an afterthought? Will you grow with me and not away from me? Life changes us, sometimes gently, sometimes all at once, and we can't predict every turn our paths will take. But we can choose the direction we grow. Some people let the years pull them apart, drifting until the distance feels too wide to cross. They think the relationship has already reached its highest point, that there's nothing left to build, nothing left to strive for. And that mindset is exactly what makes marriages crumble. The belief that love peaks at the wedding and settles into stillness afterward. But true partnership shouldn't be the final chapter. It should be the prologue. Choosing each other means choosing to rise together, evolve together, and keep climbing toward new heights you haven't even imagined yet. As long as both of you are willing to grow side by side. Will you stay through the rough times? The good times are effortless. Anyone can love you when everything is glowing and easy. But the hard moments, those are the ones that test the soul of a relationship. Every couple reaches a crossroads, a moment where you silently ask yourself, am I in this for real? For life? And if you choose yes, if you choose to stay, then that choice must become unshakable. Because storms will come, tragedies will hit, outside voices will try to rattle your foundation. But real commitment means refusing to let anything pull you away from the person you vowed to stand beside. It's one of the biggest decisions we ever make, and one of the ones many people avoid until it's too late. Has your lover made that decision? Have you?
How are y'all feeling about these questions? Because I feel like these are very good questions to ask someone before you decide to take it to the next level. And I feel like y'all have a right to do that. We have a right to do that. If we're going to dedicate time, effort, and energy, shit that we cannot get back into someone else, I need to know where this is going. Even though we don't know what it exactly looks like, I need to at least know that we're willing to walk in the same direction. Just like he stated, and just like I said earlier in the live, everything is good. Everything feels good. Everything smells good. Everything is good when money is popping, when there are no complaints, when the sex is bomb, when everything is smooth, everything is going according to plan. But when shit gets shaky and rocky, will you still be there? And we know that there are people who talk hella shit until shit gets rough and tough, and then all of a sudden, motherfuckers leaving. But at the same time, if they ass were in situations that put them in an unfavorable position in life, they would want someone to still be there with them, would they not? So there has to be some sort of reciprocal type of energy, awareness, and understanding that needs to be established here. Because if not, again, it will fail. Because like, again, the title says, pussy alone is not enough. So these are very good questions that I do believe that we should take into account more. We should ask ourselves these questions first to find our own inner answer. Find out what it is that we want, what we're looking for, what we desire, what we feel on the inside will be good for us. And even the spaces where we might leave a little bit of room to compromise on certain things. Because like I said, I'm going to be a top forever, bitch. Don't stop. Don't say so TV me, bitch. No. There ain't no topping no tops over here, girl. That's against the law. In the name of white Jesus. But again, you got to ask these questions. Ask yourself the questions first, and then when you meet people and then you ask them questions, bitch, if the energy is not making, if their answers are not making you feel like, okay, like some sort of affirmation of something that you already know, ding, 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 bitch, red flags, red flags. And let's be real, we all have ignored red flags in a lot of situations. We have all been dumb and stupid in some way. And for the people who said, oh, I haven't done that before, keep living, bitch. You haven't done it yet. But for those of us who have and survived it, can we be honest? We have all done that. We can't afford to do that anymore. We can't. We have to become more intentional. It's our life. We deserve to have happiness too. We have been through so much shit to where all we've been doing is surviving. That's it. Surviving. When the time comes to live, these hoe ass, jealous ass people in the world want to then project their shit onto you because they're the ones that's really fucked up. And on top of that, are you still gonna love you? I don't give a fuck how fine you is. Oh my God, my man, my man. Are you gonna love your partner openly when shit starts to become more queerphobic? When motherfuckers feel like they can just say whatever they want to say to you, and not just say that, even dare to be bold enough to take the step over the threshold of verbal to physical on your ass. Is that person gonna be able to rock with you? Cause no shade, even though I'm attracted to butch queens, feminine ass individuals, I still need my individual to know what time it is, girl, when we about to do what we do. When it's time, I need to know what's going on. Bitch, put your hands up, girl. Tuck your damn chin. And what are we doing? We have to be on that type of level. If it's a gang of niggas and they doing some crazy shit, I need my baby to pull their piece out. Excuse me, hello? Do we have a problem here? Is there an issue? Don't trust me. You will survive if you leave me alone, because I'm going to let your ass get it in the leg, bitch. Anything below the waist, girl, ain't going to be no light, ain't going to be no serious shit. But if you charge my motherfucker that all you niggas, girl, it's done. All because you don't like the gay shit, girl. Well, keep fucking going. Ain't nobody asking you to like it, my nigga. Keep moving. Fuck with me, you won't be moving. What do you want to do? I need my partner to be on that type of tip too. It ain't just love and sex and magic, girl. It's going to have to be some cap busting too. And kneecap busting too. If it comes down to that. Because I don't need my partner, oh, stop. Hell no. You better do something. You better pick up a brick. You better, girl, everything, a Marine told me that everything around you can be used as a weapon if you just know how, girl. I got a damn lighter. Got some Carmex here, bitch. I got a damn ashtray the shape of a marijuana leaf, girl. I got this damn mouse shit. Got these damn scissors over here, bitch. This damn computer. This damn other iPhone that I use and shit. This damn jug of water. This bag. Something will manifest that will be in my favor when it comes down to my self-defense. And like that little boy told his mom, that's on life, mom. That's on life. That's on life. About to get risking to get his ass whooped. Just like that little boy who was washing dishes and talking about stop getting water on the floor. And he looked at her ass and said, you got shoes, don't you? Yeah, shout out to the kids that be checking their parents. They don't know every damn thing. They don't even know how to help you with your damn homework. They ain't smarter than a 5th grader. Okay.
Are you willing to lose some battles in order to keep the peace? A lasting love requires taming the ego, softening the instinct to always win, always be right, always have the final word. Not every disagreement deserves a war. Not every opinion needs a counterattack. Most conflicts aren't even about facts. They're about feelings, interpretations, perspectives. And feelings don't need to be defeated. They need to be understood. Sometimes choosing peace, choosing calm, choosing connection over victory, that's the real triumph. Sometimes you simply let things be because the relationship matters more than being right. Can you promise to put us ahead of everything else? Life is overflowing with possibilities, temptations, dreams, ambitions, distractions. But the truth is harsh. We don't have enough time to chase everything. We only get to choose a few precious priorities, a few things we pour our souls into. And that's where partnership becomes magic. Marriage isn't a limit. It's a foundation. It's the ground you build your entire life on, the anchor that keeps everything else from drifting away. Your partner should be your teammate, your confidant, the one person whose presence strengthens everything else you pursue. A real relationship becomes the core of your life, the thing that makes the rest possible. Will you be a great parent? How do you know? You decide. That's the secret. Not perfection, not manuals, not endless overthinking, just a commitment. I will show up. I will love fiercely. I will do right by my children. And then you follow that decision with action, day after day. Great parenting isn't a mystery. It's a promise you keep. So the real question is, will your partner make that same promise? Will they step into that role with pride, intention, and the desire to be the kind of adult your children look up to? Will you be sure to remind them how much you love them regularly? People don't just want to hear it. They need to hear it. We're human, we're fragile, we forget. And because we know love can fade if neglected, hearing I love you becomes a lifeline, a reassurance, a spark that keeps the heart steady. Words matter, but actions matter just as much. The small gestures, the everyday tenderness, the consistent proof that love isn't just spoken, but lived. You promise to do all you can to keep that spark alive? Sparks don't ignite out of nowhere. They're created. Think of a lighter. That flame starts because something forces the spark to happen. Pressure, movement, intention. And love works the exact same way. You can't expect passion, connection, excitement to keep burning if no one is striking the flint. A lasting marriage demands energy, creativity, effort. Two people choosing every day to keep lighting that flame. Will you support me if I can't support myself? Not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, physically, if life requires it. None of us know what the future will throw at us. Accidents happen, illness happens, breakdowns happen. Life can hit so hard it drops you to your knees. And in those moments, you need someone who won't flinch. Someone who will lift you when you can't stand, carry you when you can't walk, hold the weight of the family until you regain your strength. Someone strong enough to fight for both of you when you temporarily can't fight at all. Is your partner willing and capable of being that person? Will you promise to continue to pursue your personal goals and dreams? Marriage isn't the erasing of who you are. It's the expansion of who you are. Yes, love changes us. It should. But there is a core inside every person that must never be abandoned. Your dreams, your passions, your personal mission in this world. When you let those die, a part of you dies with them, and eventually the relationship suffers too. A marriage is an us, but it's also a you and a me. It's the art of holding on to yourself while building something larger than yourself. Will you?
Before they go forward, I'm glad they mentioned that because that is something that even I had to learn. When I was dating, I so desperately wanted to have my nigga's attention a lot of the time. No shade, a lot of the time. But I also had to learn that my partner cannot be my world. They can be a continent in that bitch, but not the actual world. The world is me. So they still have to be able to pursue their own life goals, dreams, aspirations, just like I'm going to do the same thing for me. There's more to this than just YouTube. YouTube is just it's a stepping stone to something else. There are so many other things that I want to do and that I am going to do that y'all will see that is bigger than just fucking YouTube. But right now, that's a medium that I'm using that I prefer, even though I'm trying to learn other apps or whatever. But I like what I got going on here on YouTube, and my channel's starting to pick up some traction again. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the new people who came in and just check it out and that are still here. Again, if you like the vibe over here, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, set it to all so that you can get all of my content. But you know, I gotta believe in myself, and I want my partner to believe in themselves, because if their life is good, our relationship is gonna be great, because there's life there. They're also thriving in something that brings forth intention and purpose besides me. And just like it was mentioned earlier, I think it was Jody, Queen Jody, saying, I think she was the one that said it. Was she? It was somebody else. Yes, here it is. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yes, I want my partner to be able to go off and live their damn life. Okay, babe, you traveling and go do some shit, that's fine. I'm going to trust you, because I know I'm not going to do some shit to fuck shit up. And if you do, you best tell me that you fucked up before the shit come out, so there can be some grace and mercy. But other than that, yes, go out. If you want to go with your friends on a trip, I don't give a fuck. I'm not an insecure ass nigga who don't let my girl go on girls trip. Well, if you beating that pussy down like you know you should, if you eating that motherfucker like you do when it's time for DoorDash to get them credits to your ass after you lied about not getting your food or whatever, maybe if you did it in that way, maybe if you took the time to actually be in competition with the Rose and give the Rose a run for its money, then you ain't got to worry about her going out and doing other shit. Because in the words of Jill Scott from her Beautifully Human Volume 2 album, girl, Better at Home, she's talking about this motherfucker girl that got her willing to pull out single dollars out her pocketbook. This bitch gonna have money for food. You know how many dollar bills that is? Walking around with $1,000 worth of ones, girl, in her damn purse. Pulling it out slowly for this nigga to give it to him. Getting ready to go ahead, go to her favorite Walmart section and make all type of goodies and delectables for this nigga. All this type of thing that this man just, make me want to do. But even though that nigga all that, I got something better at the house, bitch. I got something at the house that, yeah, what you doing is cute. Just like with the 80-20 rule, you gonna get 80% of what you want, 20% you not. That 20% look real good when you ain't getting it, bitch. But how many of y'all know that 80% is better than 20? And if you believe that 20 is better than 80, I would love for you to go ahead and give me 80% of your money in your bank account right now, and you keep it 20 since you like 20. And you can cash at me, BubzDaGawd, do it. Okay? But again, I want my partner to have their own life experience. Enjoy life. Come back with tales of adventures of what happened to you. I'm the type of nigga that want to know how your day went. And for the people that know me and that are in my inner circle, that have conversations with me, they have the privilege of having my phone number and shit or whatever, like, they know how I am. When they talking about they shit, I be invested in they shit too. That's how I want my partner to be with my shit. If it's some sort of motherfucker that keep messing with me or doing some dumb shit, girl, I want my partner to be like cussing his ass out too. That's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I desire. But I just wanted to say that because, you know, shout out to Say So TV, girl. I rebuke that. J Inclusive, including that question there, because I was thinking about that. So, and this is my first time seeing it. This is like my initial reaction, which is why I'm giving my commentary the way that I do. Let's continue.
Not allow yourself to let go. This may sound silly, but I've seen what letting yourself go can do to a marriage. And I'm not speaking from a superficial place, as health issues can cause more strain on a marriage. Moreover, I've seen how not maintaining your health can make the lives of those closest to you incredibly difficult. Yes, your family should take care of you when you need to be taken care of. But it's your responsibility first and foremost to take care of yourself. No one should irresponsibly become a burden to those they love. If I'm the first to go, will you be there with me until the end? Will you hold my hand when my strength fails? Will you kiss my forehead and whisper that you love me, that I mattered, that life was worth living because we lived it together? Will you be there in that fragile moment, that thin line between fear and peace, so I don't have to cross it alone? People say we leave the world the same way we enter it, but that's not true. When we're born, someone holds us. No one should leave this world without a hand to hold at the end. Death is uncomfortable to think about, but it's guaranteed. And so the question is worth asking now, while we can still choose. Can you promise me that if my time is cut short, you'll continue to live on for the both of us? Because love isn't possession. It's wanting someone to flourish, even in a world where you no longer exist. If life takes me first, I want those final seconds to be filled with peace, knowing you'll keep going, that you'll still chase joy, that you'll still dream big, that you'll raise our children with love and strength, guiding them through life the way we always planned. Losing someone can shatter you, can twist your world into something unrecognizable. Recovery isn't always clean or complete. But can your partner promise to fight through the grief, to find the courage to rise again, to keep living a full, powerful life? That promise, that strength, that's real love.
Somebody with a muscle daddy, huh? But y'all, just wanted to come through with that. I'm glad that y'all were able to join and enjoy the live. What did y'all think? How did y'all feel about it? What are your thoughts about my commentary, about Daquel's video, Jay Inclusive's video? What did you learn from it? Is there anything that you agree with or disagree? Is there anything that's happening within your own self? Go ahead and let me know. I want to thank y'all so much for taking the time to join me for this live for tonight. Again, it was a late night live, but I'm glad for the people that came through. If you can, please make sure you hit that like button because it helps the channel to grow on the algorithms. We are at, I believe, 869 subscribers, I believe. I haven't checked to see if it went up, but right now, 869 on the road to 1K. Y'all liking the video is helping the channel to grow. Every time I go live, I always get a new subscriber, so shout out to y'all. Please make sure you share my content. Please share my content. All right. If there's something that I've said in my live that you agree with, disagree with, screen record it. Put it on your social media platforms and tag me in it. BubzDaGawd. Share me with your girlfriends, boyfriends. Share me with your homies. Share me with the church people. Share me with the queerphobic people. Share me with the fupa having ass red pill niggas. Share my stuff everywhere so that we can generate these conversations more, okay? Because there's nothing but space and opportunity, and there's a lot of information there that's gonna help us, and I need y'all help to do that. So in order for BubzDaGawd to be 5'2", but my channel be 8'12", girl, 9 foot. Please make sure you share, okay? And if you like the vibe over here, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my content, both live and edited. And if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit that Cash App. See that Cash App at the bottom of the screen? Okay, we're going this way. You see it? Yep. There we go. Make sure you hit the Cash App, $BubzDaGawd. We take everything that jingle, fold in between, girl. If you can't share and like and comment, but you want to bless me and put some coin in my pot of gold, thank you very much. You can definitely do that with Cash App. Now, before we get out of here, let me look at the comments and reference everybody who came. Shout out to Harold being here. Shout out to Jody, first time viewer. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully you subscribe. We will definitely see, and hope to see you again soon. Shout out to DJ The Truth TV. Good to see you coming in consistently. It's good to see your name. We got Aries. Shout out to Aries. As always. It's one of my inner circle people. Shout out to Mercurial Serial. I hope I said that right. Shout out to Sean Thomas, who said that I use ChatGPT and Claude to generate my scripts, and I do. Even though I believe Sean Thomas 3091 is a fucking bot itself. Shout out to Off the Narc for being here. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well. Your name popping up. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to those that were in the bushes. You know, just shout out to everybody. And until next time, everybody, I will be seeing y'all again later. Peace. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I can be anything I choose in this round.
sound vibration too deep to tell.